Brother Mark was saying about these churches, our people think that we're part of the other nations, Gentiles, and we're part of that lie. They're saying that the Lord sent Paul to be a light to the Gentiles so they can get grafted in, saying that's all following under that everybody can be saved bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's not talking about that. It's talking about Israelites.
Yeah, Romans chapter 11. Yeah. That's where they get that drafted in, that Romans chapter 11, when Paul was going to the Israelites. That's what it was, and then they don't understand Paul right, because Paul, what the Lord had did was he had to make sure all Israel fall away in order to build all Israel back up. So that's what he did. That's what that chapter is talking about. Okay? Yeah.
That's like the brother in LA camp. He went into the whole meaning of the whole drafted need. We drafted back in.
Yeah.
They have to be something that's already they got like they have to be a home base and something to break off that home base. Went somewhere. Paul went to that place, get that people home base, and just brought it back to home base. It wasn't he didn't get another piece of another home base and try to fit it into the home base. He got the piece that was off the home base, just to get the analogy of it.
And then they'll grab Romans, and it tells you in the 9th and the 10th chapter who Paul was talking about. And then it tells you in Acts, because see, this what y'all don't understand, man. When Paul was writing them letters, what he was doing was, when you read the book of Acts, what he was doing was, he was going into more detail what was happening to Israel when they was in them places. Right. That's why the scriptures say this is for our learning. In the Romans 15 and 4. That's what he was doing. Going into more detail how Israel was going off and what they was doing. And it tells you in Acts, the last chapter, get there, somebody get there from Acts, the last chapter around the 16th verse.
Can I add this real quick? That's like Israel considered the olive, right? And Paul called them the grant that fell off. Niggas, and you call them wild olives. So they're the two of the same thing, of the same family. One that's good, the one that's a wild olive. It wasn't like, oh, this is a pear, a wild pear trying to grab it into an olive. It wasn't like that. They're the two of the same nation, not two of the different nations. They ain't put together.
Yeah, it's
actually that brother. Like the thing that brother just brought that out, the spirit I was just about to say about the wild olive tree. If you have a tree and you have a tornado or hurricane come through and hit that tree, if a branch fall off, is it not part of that tree? Of course it's a part of that tree, because that's the tree that it came from. So and that's the Gentiles pretty much who got the Gentiles who went off and following the other nations' cultures. They're still part of the fold, so Paul had to go and draft them back in. Are you looking at that?
What you got?
Okay. Colossians 1 and 25. Whereof I am made a minister according to the dispensation of the Most High, which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of the Most High, even the mysteries which have been hid from ages, from the generations, but now is made manifest to his saints, to whom the Most High would have known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles. So it's been a mystery who the Gentiles were. But the mystery is, it's not the other nations, because like the brother said, it's two types of Gentiles, but the mystery is those Gentiles that are really Israelites. Because in this passage, the Greek word for Gentiles is ethnos, which means of the same nation.
Yeah, the water for that, ethnos. Yeah, because ethnos, when you look it up, it means a common culture, a common custom. So those Gentiles, which is ethnos, is the same thing. It's Israelites. But you don't know the definition of the word. That's why you stumble at it. Nor is the Most High dealing with you.
Look at one, Psalms 2 and 1. Why do the heathens rage?
Yep.
Rage the people imagine vain things.
Yeah, that's a vain thing to think you're an Israelite. You're an Israelite. That's a vain thing to think that you're an Israelite when when you ain't even born an Israelite. That's a vain thing. They're like these white people walking around there saying that they the chosen people. That's vain. You out of your mind. Saying, putting up Caesar Borgia, with Caesar Borgia saying that that's the Lord. That's a vain thing. The Lord never looked like that. Then they'll say, well, we ain't nobody never seen him. Ain't nobody never seen him. Why is that all over the world? That don't make sense. People scatterbrained, people stupid. Then they tell you in Revelation 1 and 13 how he look, how the Lord look.
It's Revelations 2 and 9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Who the people in poverty? The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. How are we rich? Because we got the word and the kingdom is set up for the nation of Israel, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? All right?
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
Which say they are Jews and are not. Them rats over there that's in the land of Israel. Them Khazars, them Amalekites, Esau. Okay? They not the Israelites. They not the Jew. The Jew is the so-called African American. That's who the Jew is. That's just one tribe. People stupid, man.
But are the synagogues of Satan?
Are the chief house of Satan? Who got all the synagogues? Not the Negro. Them so-called rats over there. I mean, them not so-called rats, but them rats over there. I didn't get that right. Them rats over there. Got it.
Got this one. Psalms 2 and 2. The king of the earth set himself, and the rulers take counsel together against the Most High and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands, assured, and cast away their core from us.
Yeah, because what they saying is, they gonna rule, they setting themselves up as the Most High, and what's the band? They don't want us to know who we are. And then on top of that, they want to keep that, they want to try to stop them from going in slavery. That's why them elites trying to go out to the hide in space or go dig in the earth or in the water, because they trying to get away from that, them going in bondage. And they don't want us to know who we are. You see? Because they know, them elites know that the Most High is real. They know that. You see, they know they're going in slavery. They got think tanks, man. They got people who study this Bible, man. You see, and then you subject to have wicked Israelites helping them, like Yashawan, Comfy. You see, people like that is with them. But what's gonna happen is Esau gonna bite them and kill them. In other words, he gonna put them to death. Because Esau ain't never kept no covenant with nobody. Not even with his own people.
Like say, it's right off the iron rod. He threw that thing with the devil.
Yep. Give me what I wanted to add on. Give me Acts to prove that Israelites was in Rome and that vine was Israel. Give me Acts chapters 28 to 16.
I want to finish up something.
Okay.
On 83, Psalms 83 and 5.
Give me Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
Yeah.
They are confederate against thee.
Yeah, all them nations, the EU, okay? United Nations, they all together, consulted together against who? The nation of Israel, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right?
The tabernacle of Edom.
Yep, the so-called white man, that's his biblical nationality, Edom. Okay?
And the Ishmaelites.
Arab, so-called Arab.
Of the Moabs.
Moab, what's that, the Chinese or the...
Chinese.
Yeah, the Chinese.
And Hagrites.
Yeah, that's them Ishmaelites, ain't it? Yeah, okay, Hagar, because they go back to Hagar to me. Okay, all right.
The Jebels and Ammon and the Amalekites.
Yeah, the Japanese.
And the Philistines. Philistines.
Yeah, that's them African Philistines come out of them Egyptians. All right.
With the inhabitants of Trade. Assur also is joined with them. They have popped in the children of Lot.
Yeah, so all them nations, Lot is them Japanese and Chinese, so all them nations have come together to cut off Israel as a nation of people so they won't know who they are. The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? They take counsel to do that.
Not only that, part of them doing that, like the scriptures say, that the heathens are gonna make money off Israelites. So when you go to the hoods where Jake is at, those nations are the ones that run the businesses and earning money off of our people.
Yep.
Throughout the ghetto.
Yep. You got Elam in the liquor store. Then you got them gooks in the hood selling catfish.
Gooks is selling chicken, wings, fish.
Yep.
Then they got the donut shops, the Chinese spots. Then they got the beauty supply spots.
Yep. They got y'all corner. They got the nation of Israel corner and making merchandise out of the nation of Israel. That's what they doing. And then don't think that they don't study us as a people. You crazy.
Then what they'll do is they'll see one family here about 6 months and then they'll leave. Then you might see another for another 6 months because they're rotating each other out.
Then you'll go into a soul food spot in your hood. You look in the back, it's a goop hooking it up.
Yeah, the death spot.
and then at the Asian food spots, real talk, they feeding you abomination. They feed you chicken, feed you cats and dogs.
Yeah, cats and dogs. You know? But but our people so stupid, they don't know that that's how these other nations study us. How you think this place got to where it's at? They had to put us in slavery to get to where they was at. You think they didn't study us? You crazy. You think they didn't just say, well, I'm just gonna go get them Africans. They know the Africans ain't shit. They know that. That's why they say, look, I'm gonna go get them Israelites because they the chosen people, and if we get them and put them in slavery, we can make it. But the thing about it is, we gotta put them in slavery and we gotta take everything they got and make them merchandise. Because if we don't, then they gonna overpower us. And they know that. And then what they did when they came over here, when they got the Gadites, the so-called North American Indians, they come in, got their land, and then put the North American Indians on land that's not even that the ground is not even fertile. You know, where they can't grow nothing and they can't produce their own crops. Yeah, that's the way they do, man, on reservation. And leave them drunk and let them die. That's the way they do. And then the North American Indian got to depend on the so-called white man to get his stuff, and then the white man hit him with GMOs.
That's like the scripture is saying you should go to your enemy for all your things.
Yeah.
So if they would let us learn how to do our own stuff, our own business and stuff like that, because it'll cut out the heathen that's making money. We'll be making money among ourselves, and it'll cut them out. They don't like that, so they ain't got to be the one in the picture making the money.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 28:68. That's what you talking about, bro.
And in California, he's so wicked, he tried to put a decree out there to tax the Gadites and the Reubenites on their own reservation. But you gave them that land, so why are they being taxed on their own land? Because the wicked being wicked.
He's wicked, man. That's why the devil got to be destroyed, man. And put GMOs in foods, man, genetically modified organisms, and then give it to you. And then he'll mix up. He'll take a gene. He'll take a gene from a fish, and then mix it with a strawberry, and say this okay to eat. Man, your body take in that, man. It's like to break down your system, man.
What he did,
and
he
be weak,
with the
man.
fish and the snake already, and put it in the water.
So they won't be so the strawberries will be susceptible to the cold weather, because they'll go get a gene from a fish that's in the water that can that's susceptible to to that coal down there, and he'll splice that gene with a strawberry and mix it together and then sell it to you. Man, how you gonna eat some shit like that, man? Boy, hey, this motherfucker's the devil, man. This motherfucker's the devil, man.
Got you eating seedless grapes, seedless watermelons.
Yeah, because he's cloning it. He's cloning it. Every seed, every fruit has a seed. He cloning it. And then I hand it to you. They say it's good to eat. White man's a devil, man. You know? But you got the Acts.
You said 28. What verse is it?
28 to 16.
Acts 20.
This just to prove that you had Israelites. You had Israelites in Rome. Okay, this what this gonna prove. Alright.
Acts 28:16. And when we came to Rome, the centurion delivered the prisoners to the captains of the guards. But Paul was suffered to dwell by himself with the soldiers that kept him. And it came to pass that after 3 days, Paul called the chief of the Jews together. And when they were come together, he said unto them, men and brethren, though I committed nothing against the people or customs of our fathers, yet was I delivered prisoner from Jerusalem into the hands of the Romans.
Yep, into the hands of the Romans. So he's telling you, Paul telling you, hold what you got right there. Paul's telling you that he didn't go against none of the customs that's in the Old Testament. Okay? Because that's what he was teaching from. He's going to tell you when we read on down in verse 23. So he's telling you, look, he went to the Jews that was in Rome. And he didn't go against the customs because they tried to get him for reincarnation. That's what they tried to get him for. But he would tell them, look, the Most High raised up Yahweh Shai. What makes you think he's not going to raise up the nation of Israel? You tell him he can't do that, and they tried to get him. So, we're showing you that it was Israelites in Rome. All right? Jump down to 23.
And also, and it also said Paul was speaking to brothers that were there.
Yep.
So that means what? He came there, but there were Israelites there already.
That's right.
Verse 23. And when they had appointed him a day, there came many to him into his lodging, and to whom he expounded and testified the kingdom of the Most High.
Oh, he testified, he expounded, and testified the kingdom of the Most High. Okay?
Basically, you started preaching unto them.
Yep.
Persuading them concerning Yahweh Shai, both out of the law of Moses.
Oh, it said both out of the law of Moses. Keep going.
And out of the prophets.
Out of the prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah. Okay.
From morning to evening.
From morning to evening. So you telling me Paul didn't believe in the Old Testament? That's a pure cut right there. But that's what he went to, teaching the brother, Israelites, that was in Rome. Keep going.
Out of the New Testament. They didn't have a New Testament.
They didn't have a New Testament then.
And some believed the things which were spoken, and some believed not.
That's 2/3 right there. The elect believed, and 2/3 didn't. See? Same thing happening today. All right? There's it on that. Oh, keep going out. Keep going out. There's some more on that.
And when they agreed not among themselves, they departed after that Paul had spoken one word. Well spake the Holy Ghost by Isaiah the prophet unto our fathers,